Yes, what's going on, SOCO family? This is your boy JC, and today we got our friend Shane. I just met him at Speaker's Corner. He's a brother in Christ, obviously, and he's got some really cool news to share with you in terms of his ministry, how you can follow him, the things that they're doing, where you can find them as well. And so, yeah, he's a brother Shane. So take it away, Shane.
What's going on, SOCO Films? My name is Shane. I'm with a ministry called Circuit Riders. We're a missions organization of young people. We're just going around sharing the good news of Jesus everywhere we go. And we love seeing all the word is getting spread around here. But I wanted to invite you guys specifically to a particular event happening here in the UK. On July 7th, we're having an event called The Send. It's a missions gathering movement where we're going to be gathering there, empowering people with who Jesus is. And we're going to be going about what does it look like to see a generation activated with the Great Commission. And so you want to be there July 7th at Wembley Arena. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. If you feel like, man, I want to see more people know about Jesus, I want to see more people know who he really is, then this is something you need to be at. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. Basically, I grew up in a Christian home. I was very young, 6 years old, but I knew for a fact that Jesus was real. I knew who he was as it being God. I heard amazing things about him. And then it wasn't until I was in my high school years, that's when I first started going like, man, this Jesus is someone real. He's someone who actually wants to know me. He doesn't want me just to not do bad things. He actually desires me to live a life with him, not just in religion, not just in going to church on Sundays. He actually desired me for my whole life. And so how that translated is that as years went on, I went to college, I studied music, and then COVID happened, life was shut down, what am I doing? And then just like that, all of a sudden, the Lord called me into missions. And he was saying, I want you not just to be someone who's doing music on Sunday, I want you actually to be someone who's sent and who is preaching Jesus to the lost. We've been preaching the gospel around this park for this whole last week. We've seen dozens of people come to know Jesus just in the last week alone, not because we came with, great lofty arguments or anything. We didn't come in, going like, here's why you need to go to church or something like that. We came in simply with the agenda of, do you know the man Jesus? I've seen personally so many college students who had no concept of the gospel come into contact with just understanding that Jesus, the man, came to bring back and reconcile that relationship with them and God once again. And it completely changed their minds. They were like, what is going on here? Who is this Jesus? I've never heard this. I grew up in church. I had no idea. And that's what we are as circuit riders, especially. We're here simply to see a young generation activated with the love of Jesus. We want to see Jesus encountering the streets, kind of like what our friends here at SOCO Films are doing, just sharing who Jesus is, representing him right. And so, as just for me personally, I just love seeing Jesus being preached. I love seeing Jesus going everywhere. And all in all, we just want to see a generation on fire. Stay bold with your faith. You don't have to wait till Sunday on Speaker's Corner. Gets rowdy out here. It's great, but ultimately just share Jesus where you're at. Share Jesus in your schools, in your workplace. And you don't have to come in with a bunch of polemics and apologetics right away. Sometimes people, they just want to hear you describe to you their daily life and go, I really don't know where I'm going with life. I'm lost, I'm confused. Life at home is a wreck. And I just want to know, where is hope? Where is truth? And my friends, I've simply shared the simple gospel with so many people, and that alone was enough to change minds. That alone right there was right away. So you don't have to be the most learned up. You don't have to be the most eloquent as our friends, as many of our speakers here that we see around the corner are in SOCO. Just share Jesus. Start by sharing Jesus. And you especially want to come to the Send, because I believe there's many in this generation that are like, man, I feel like I'm supposed to share Jesus, but maybe I don't feel called to the UK. That's fine. Maybe you're meant to go to the ends of the earth. That's what Jesus said, is that in Matthew 28, he said, preach the gospel in Jerusalem and Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth. That's for everybody. He didn't say only just SOCO, not just Shane, not just those who are good at describing Jesus and debating. He said, what if you just simply walked out in your calling as a son or daughter of Jesus and went out and went for it? that's my main last parting message is just share Jesus, share Jesus. So good.
Okay, thank you for that
Sure.
testimony.